What's up, guys? Alfredo here with Bobby.
Greetings, everyone.
We just played a ton of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is
Right.
Biolab Team Deathmatch.
One of my favorite modes, old school. I love
I
this.
think this is me gameplay. Yeah, this is me gameplay. We're gonna go with this loadout that I put together. Bobby, how do you feel about the game? What are your thoughts?
Okay. So you sitting next to me when they did the presentation and showed us the trailer and everything, and I looked over to you and said that my heart is beating super fast.
Yeah.
I was juiced. I don't know, man. I fall into that trap, but with that right there, that vertical jump and the boost.
So much verticality in
Right.
your Call of Duty. It's
Right,
insane.
and it's great because it still feels like Call of Duty. You still have your
Yep,
core
at its core.
gameplay. So for people like me, it's weird. When I'm playing, I still kind of find myself trying to run around, and every now and then I jump up. It's weird. I still do that. I haven't gotten used to this
So right there,
yet.
you just saw my exosuit grenade. I had the sticky one, so that's how that's the animation for shooting a grenade now. Jetpacking around. Okay, so there's like exo dash, exo double jump, exo boost.
Everything, right?
You can use it very, very frequently, almost to the point where you can spam it.
But it still feels like at certain times you're limited to it. Like you
Yeah,
be
no,
doing
for
it,
sure.
and all of a sudden it's like, okay, that's enough for the moment. You do it in,
Yep.
you know,
You can't
and
just
I like
dash
that.
around. And the interesting thing is, when I saw you play, Bobby, you played it more like a traditional COD, where you just kind of ran around more and you did maybe like a double jump here and there.
Right.
I treated it more like it was Titanfall, and I was dashing around all over the place. I kind of started running into things, like buildings a lot. So I think from what I'm thinking is like the good balance is using it during certain situations, right? You want to get to the top of a building, you want to like get out of the the cover fire. It's kind of like you gotta balance it out.
See, I think what I'm gonna end up doing, just watching the gameplay of watching you dash. I think whenever I get into a gun battle with like one or two people, I'm a dash left to right to try to win those battles. But for the most part, I get frustrated because now that I do get to do the boost, I want to dash forward all the time. So that's why
you
I
only
just
dash forward in the air.
Yeah, and that's why I just say forget. I'm just gonna run while I'm in these buildings.
Yep.
But then if I'm battling someone, I'm still gonna drop shot. I'm still gonna do that. So what is this thing here? What is that?
So this is the orbital drop. This is kill streaks are back.
All right.
And so that's, we've seen that before. It's back. And there's just so many interesting things. Like, you can actually modify kill streaks themselves. They have a new Pick 13. There's just so many things.
Right.
Pick
And we
13
got a
system.
video where we dig deep into
we'll break that down. The score streaks have returned. You can modify the score streaks. It doesn't take up any slots for your Pick 13. You can get rid of the score streaks.
Yeah.
So then that way, you can have
for
more
those
slots
people
to
that's
use.
not really
score
good
streaks
at
type
getting
people,
the high ones,
like
they
me.
can take them
But
away.
You're a score streak person.
Yeah, I
but you
love
can
them.
also modify your score streaks, right?
Right.
And it doesn't go against your Pick 13 slot. All it means is it just adds points, so it's harder to get
It's
that.
just more expensive. More kills, basically a couple more double kills or triple kills.
Yeah, and a
to
good
get to
example
that.
is like one score streak is a turret, and then what happens? Yeah, I think that
didn't
was
even see
my
that.
little like
Close, huh?
airship. I'm not sure. So one of the things is like you can get a kill streak that's a turret, or you can add 100 or 200 more points to modify that, and then you can add like rockets to it. Then you can add even more points to it, and then you can like detach it. So it's like you can modify kill streaks now, and
But then they're not overpowering either.
No, it's not.
They're not overpowering. It's not like Black Ops 2. You got the swarm and the dogs and the orbital VSAT at the same time, where they feel balanced. So this right here. So what is this thing?
This guy, I forgot. It was like
the
orbital, the
Vulcan, right?
Yeah.
The Vulcan. It's like a laser.
Yeah, it's a single laser. Then you can modify it so it's like multiple lasers, right?
Yeah.
And talking to the devs and the creators of the game, they said that they wanted the kill streaks to be controlled.
Right.
Like
no more me just calling the AGR and the helicopter and then letting them get all the kills, and then I'm just kind of dipping and dodging and getting people while they're distracted. And I like that. Now you're taking responsibility for these. So for the most part, you're going to be vulnerable, because if you're in here doing this type of stuff, if no one's protecting you, you're probably gonna get killed, and now you have to start all over with your score streak or whatever. So
yeah, exactly.
It's
so
smart.
we got boost jump, boost dodge, boost dash, boost slide, and boost melee.
So what do you think people want to say about this? Because you're the Titanfall person, and you were big time in that, and
like movement and stuff.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like, are people gonna go, "Oh, they just biting off Titanfall"? Because I mean, I played Titanfall for a couple of weeks, and I was like,
I mean, a lot of people are gonna say stuff like that, especially because you have like stim suit abilities and you know, like exosuit abilities. One of them is like stim, so regenerative health, kind of similar to, well, Titanfall has that exact same thing. It's different. This is Call of Duty at its core, and it's less like fluid movement around the map and more like, you know, just quick rapid movements here and there.
Yeah. And for me, I found myself like with the dashing around corners and stuff. For the most part, like I said, I was running around and I do the jump to get somewhere quicker. And for the most part, I would accidentally go into the effect.
Here's a difficult thing, right? So like dashing, like if you want to double jump, you just hit the jump button twice. But if you want to dash left and right, it's moving. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Bobby, but for me, it was moving with the analog stick, left or right, and simultaneously
clicking down.
Yeah. It felt a little awkward. It seems like it's more something you just have to get used to rather than something that's not intuitive.
It reminded me of playing Madden, where you're running and you're pressing down on a turbo or something like that. Like you're simultaneously doing it, but it doesn't feel natural right now. I think it's familiar, but it's unfamiliar. Like after a while, it's a learning curve. After a while, you're gonna go, okay,
it's easy to use, harder to master.
Right.
And I mean, there's just so many things to talk about. There's now a loot system, so you play games, right? And then after you play those,
wasn't expecting that to
was
happen.
bad. You were there at the event. You're like, no, and I was like, I know, Bobby. It's gonna be recorded too. I know. But yeah, there's a loot system now, right? Because there's such a like robust customization system in the game, and it's the type of thing where like you play games, you get these loot packages, and these loot packages give you different like looking armor. They also give you variants for guns. So you might have a specific gun you like, but then you might unlock in the loot system a loot package. You might unlock a gun, like a variant of it, like higher, like rapid fire but less damage. You know what I mean? And there's different colors too. It's pretty nice.
And what makes it even better, the more you play this game, the more these supply drops, this loot you get. You know, that's the reward for playing it more and more. You know. Oh, he thought he was gonna come get a knife.
There's co-op kill streaks too now.
Oh my god, I don't think I like that. I don't want to share. You need to go earn that yourself. I don't want to share. That's not for me. Nah, I'm not doing that with nobody.
I don't know about sharing is K.
Nah, not in this instance. If I worked hard for it, I'm not doing it. But it's just so many things. The customization is through the roof. Like I said, we're gonna get into this in
we have other videos. There's a virtual firing range where you can, you know, in lobby you can kind of test out your gun like right away. But you know, this is what Biolab TDM. Here's a victory. It was close. Oh my goodness, there's just so much to talk about. But I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, well, guys, that's a little sneak peek. We've got other maps and modes and stuff like that. For more things Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, stay tuned to IGN.